Most men don't realize the exact moment this happens, but there comes a point in a man's life when he slowly stops talking about his problems. Not because the problems disappear, but because something else disappears first. And once you notice it, you can't unsee it. When men are younger, talking about problems feels normal. Friends complain together. They talk about relationships, money, frustrations, failures. Everything feels open. But then something subtle starts changing. Not overnight, not dramatically, just small moments that begin teaching a quiet lesson. A moment when you open up and someone laughs it off. A moment when you explain something that's bothering you and the response is silence. A moment when you realize people are uncomfortable hearing what you're actually dealing with, and slowly something clicks inside your mind. Maybe I should just handle this myself. And that small decision becomes a habit. At first it feels like strength. You solve things alone. You carry stress without complaining. You push through problems quietly, and people even respect you for it. But there's something nobody explains to men about this habit. Silence grows. What starts as handling one problem alone slowly becomes handling everything alone. Work pressure, financial responsibility, relationship struggles, doubts about the future, all of it starts living inside your head. And the strange part is, from the outside, everything can still look fine. You keep functioning, you keep working, you keep showing up. But internally, the weight grows. And most men never talk about the moment they first notice that weight. Because the truth is, there's a specific turning point where many men realize something uncomfortable. People don't really expect them to talk about their struggles anymore. They expect them to manage them quietly, and over time that expectation becomes identity. You become the strong one, the reliable one, the one who always figures things out. But there's a hidden danger in becoming that person. Because the stronger people think you are, the less they check if you're okay. And eventually something strange happens. You stop sharing not because you can't, but because it feels pointless. You assume nobody wants to hear it anyway. And that's where many men get trapped. Not in weakness, but in isolation. Because humans were never designed to carry everything alone. Even the strongest minds need somewhere to release pressure. Someone who listens, someone who understands, someone who simply says, I get it. But when silence becomes normal for years, reopening that door can feel almost impossible. You start wondering where to even begin. How do you explain thoughts you've kept inside for so long? How do you talk about problems you've been solving alone for years? And this is where many men discover something surprising. The problem was never that nobody cared. The problem was that silence slowly convinced them nobody would. And once that belief settles in, it becomes very hard to break. But sometimes breaking it is simpler than it seems. Sometimes it starts with something small. One honest conversation. One moment of saying something real. One reminder that strength isn't only about enduring. Sometimes strength is simply about being human. So here's something I'm genuinely curious about. At what point in your life did you stop talking about your problems as openly as you used to? Was it your 20s? Your 30s? Or did it happen even earlier? Write it in the comments. I read every single one.